Hello, everyone. This is Film Freakish here. How you're all doing tonight, or whatever time you're watching this during the day, whatever. Basically, I decided to do this rant, or not really a rant, but a rebuttal on my response or my response to a certain topic in the Power Rangers fandom that has come up, which you probably already know, given the title and the picture of this little ditty, or whatever you want to call it, but whatever. You don't need to really watch me, you just need to listen to me. You can just go on some other website or whatever, because it's just me talking and the picture in front of you. So, but anyway, for those of you who aren't aware, we now have the 2015 Power Rangers season name and plot. And that is Power Rangers Dino Charge. Thank you, Saban, for not going with force and some just plain adjective again. Thank you. So, this just came out of nowhere. Actually, the story behind this was that I was at work waiting for my shift to begin. And I'm just, on Facebook, just checking it out. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, what? So Ranger Board posted something like, oh, it's the next season. And I look to see if it's official. Somehow USA Today got a hold of it. And I was like, okay. Well, then it just came out of nowhere. And then, I kind of thought, this can't be official. I mean, it's a Saturday. Why would they get this information now? Let alone the next day, Saban released a press release saying the same thing, and and it was declared as officially official. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Again, this could be a prank. And then the marketing poster, which you see in front of you right now, came out the next day, and I'm like, okay, this is official. So, yep. Yep. The next season is dinosaur themed. And a bit of a shock, actually. Normally we wouldn't get this information until licensing expo in June, which we normally get it, but now the thing is the mid-season premiere of Megaforce, or some people prefer Super Megaforce, hasn't even debuted on television yet. It debuted on Nick.com, but that's a whole other topic for a whole other time. And already we have this new information, which many people are saying they're trying to overshadow this. But I don't think that's possible. But anyway, again, that's another topic for another time. So the plot is this, and I read. On a prehistoric planet Earth, an alien secretly entrusted the powerful Paragon prisms to 12 majestic dinosaurs for protection. But when asteroids hit and the dinosaurs went extinct, the prisms were lost. In Power Rangers Dino Charge, set in present day, an intergalactic bounty hunter has arrived, determined to locate the prisms, harness their power, and destroy Earth. To face this threat, a new team of heroic Power Rangers must join together, find all the lost prisms, and use their prehistoric energy to charge up an arsenal of dino-fueled swords, blaster zords, and megazords in order to save the world. Yay. Well then. That's an interesting plot. I wonder what they're going to do with it. But before I talk about that, I want to get into another topic. Obviously, as you can tell on screen, for those of you who watch Sentai, like me, this is adapting Juden Sentai Kyoryuger, which began last February and ended last weekend, ironically. I still have to catch up on it, but it ended last weekend. And for the first time in the history of Power Rangers, they're skipping a Sentai series. And that would be 2012's Tokome Sentai Go Busters. For those of you who don't know, quote-unquote Super Megaforce is adapting Go Kaiger, which was the 35th anniversary season for Sentai, and it is the 20th anniversary material, I'll say that, for us. The Sentai that came after it, Tokume Sentai Go Busters, was spy-themed. The issue was that it didn't do so well in Japan. The ratings were the lowest that they've ever done, and the toy sales were the lowest Sentai has ever experienced. So, honestly, it didn't do so well. Luckily, though, next year's Kyoryuger did absolutely outstanding. And according to the CEO of Bandai America Incorporated, Akihiro Sato, if I'm pronouncing that right, said that they've seen the strongest toy sales in Japan in 10 years thanks to the Kyoryuger toys. Now, this has brought the fandom to a really, 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 I want to say, big gateway. Some people are upset that Go Busters isn't being adapted, and some people are happy that Go Busters isn't being adapted. Now, for me personally, I couldn't get into Go Busters. Go Kaiser, I kind of watched, like, spat it out. And then Go Busters, I saw, like, the first episode raw. That means that means it didn't have any subs, and that bored me. So I just kind of, like, broke away from it. And then I became an avid watcher at Kyoryuger. Now, this is the thing. Just because I didn't like Go Busters didn't mean that I didn't want to see it adapted. I think a lot of people do. But from what a lot of people speculate, and this isn't fact, don't take my word for it, this is just opinion, that because of Go Busters' poor performance overseas, they think it would do bad over here. That I'm not too sure about. I mean, we've had seasons that didn't do so well in Japan do moderately well over here. People forget O-Ranger pretty much nearly killed Sentai, and then Zeo was a moderate success here. So bad adaptation over. I don't know if it was a bad adaptation because I haven't seen O-Ranger, but it was just kind of think about that way. You know, like the whole Turbo issue. You know, Car Ranger saved it while Turbo almost killed it, but whatever. And they think that since Kyoryuger made more money than Go Busters did, it'll work over here. This doesn't mean that it's going to be skipped or just forgotten about. At least we don't. Again, this just came out. This is like fresh off the press. All we got was a plot and a picture, guys. That's all we know. And I don't know anything if they're going to be skipping it or like taking elements from it and put it in Go Buster or put it in Dino Charge. I honestly don't know. It's just a matter of time before we can determine that. But from what the looks of it, it's probably just going to be Kyoryuger, not Go Busters. And another factor that people are talking about is that Saban wants to stick to the MMPR nostalgia days, which I want to think is believable because we're back to dinosaurs. Okay, think about it, guys. For the past 3 years, or for the past 2 seasons, we've had MMPR references up the wazoo. When Samurai came out, Samurai and Megaforce, both of their morphing calls start with Go Go. Bulk came back, and Spike was Skull's nephew. The Megaforce team is in high school. They have a command center. They have an Alpha. They have a Zordon, if you know what I mean. Tensu and Gosei. And they use the theme is overused. Them going back to dinosaurs is another MMPR throwback. I'm not saying that that's fact, but it's just speculation that they want to stick in the past and say, forget Zeo through RPM. Let's just make this my NPR is where we succeeded, and blah 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 blah. Again, guys, we don't know this, but it's a possibility. But what do I know? I don't work for Saban or anything. And also the plot actually does not sound anything like Kyoryuger. It actually sounds like an original plot outline. And people are saying like these Paragon prisms, those really aren't. I wouldn't consider. People are saying, oh, they're just from the big. I can't remember the name right now, but it was the big old Brontosaurus that Kiryu Silver had, and his tears were like these special stones. I don't think of tears made out of amber would be prism-like. So this sounds very original. Hopefully, the plot will be good, but the writing staff, they need to improve. Meaning that don't make the characters sound like they're on Nick Jr., if you know what I mean. Personally, I'd like to have Jed Lynn come back. But that's throwing it out there. I don't think he's going to come back anytime soon. But it would be nice if he did. And also, the fact is that this has a gimmick. If you think about it, the past 2 seasons have had gimmicks to them. Samurai had discs, and Megaforce has cards and keys. Kyoryuger had the Beast batteries, which was gimmicky. Go Busters never had gimmicks. That's what's trending in the toilet industry today is gimmick stuff. I mean, why do you think every toy now comes with a button you can push? It's because of gimmicks. I mean, it's just how the society looks at it. So I'm really interested in what they are going to do with this. Because like they said, according to Ellie Deckel, by reintroducing the dinosaur theme, which Global Trend shows is popular with boys. Since 1993, thanks to Jurassic Park, not so much Power Rangers like they think, dinosaurs were a big hit. I mean, we've had, and Japan did it too. I mean, we've had Zyuranger, which was dinosaur / Mighty Morphin. In Time Force / Time Ranger, they had the big Quantosaurus Rex, which overseas sold well. And then in Gokaiger / Super Megaforce, quote, quote, we have the Q-Rex Megazord, which they're calling it here. And, we have a ton of dinosaurs. And also Dino Thunder. I forgot to mention Dino Thunder. So, bottom line is that I'm really interested in what the season is about. Again, it's too early to speculate anything. Casting hasn't even started yet. So, this is just throwing it out there. I'm just glad about 2 things. One, it doesn't sound like the Sentai at all, and they didn't use force or some powerful adjective to call their season, because if they call it Dino Force, I was like, oh my god, again? Personally, I would have called it Dino Roar, but Dino Charge, I guess, is okay, so. I'm just going to say they're going to really make some money off that. Because who doesn't love transforming dinosaurs? And also, again, why... But I'm still baffled, why was this released this early? I mean, this is, the earliest we've heard of, a Power Rangers season. I looked up, when SPD hit episode 6, they already revealed Mystic Force early. So, according to Burgundy Ranger. And people, because I was too young to understand the fandom and all that junk when Mystic Force was out, or SPD. But personally, and also, it's going to be on Nickelodeon until 2016. They'll probably do 2-year seasons. I don't know. But I really don't see them dropping Super anytime soon. We're just going to have to deal with that. Just because you add Super to it does not make it good. That's what they need to learn. But this could be a thing. Maybe Nickelodeon negotiated with Saban to do 40 instead of the usual 20 crap that they do. I'm throwing this out there. Nickelodeon, they're very predictable with their stuff. So, but I don't know. Maybe because Megaforce did them some justice, like online and stuff. I know ratings are crap, but whatever. Maybe they're letting up to them, but I highly doubt that. We'll just have to wait and see, basically. So there's my rebuttal for Power Rangers Dino Charge announcement, or the announcement of Power Rangers Dino Charge. Now I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you like that they're skipping Go Busters and going straight to Kyuroger? Do you not? Do you think this will be an original plot, despite what the plot says? Do you think it will be good? Do you think it will be bad? I know it's too early to tell, but people have already gone off the handle about that. So I want to know what you guys think. And anyway, guys, thank you for watching and or listening. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at FilmFreakish. Check out my blog, retroforcefan.blogspot.com. I am on Instagram at Tyler's Got the Power. And like our Facebook page. I'm sorry about that. I giant pause. But anyway, guys, that's about it for me. This is Film Freakish, and thank you for listening and or watching. See ya.